Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader. It's Wednesday, December the 14th. Another lousy day on Wall Street today. Stocks were acting strange, and obviously there's still pressure on indices. So we're going to take a look at boxer shorts and some longs. But we'll start today with the long side on the few stocks that did act well. You know what? We have up the shorts in front of me. Let's start with that. KRA, and these are some of the worst looking ones. At this point, continues in a drastic looking down channel. This pattern here, scrolling in, looks to me like a large consolidation. And look how the stock has recently rolled over here from the trend line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days in a row. Couldn't get through it. Finally gave way and rolled over. Today down another 79 cents or 4%. But if it comes down and tests this 17.5 range and collapses, we could see a waterfall event. Taking a look at the way the channel looks, we could see a stock come down very hard. First to test the 14.5 range, and then beneath that into the maybe even low teens. Stock has come way off from the high 40s, and yet it still exhibits weakness. So let's look for at least a retest of this support, and then the level here about 14.5. That would be the spike low that it had in about November, October. Abercrombie and Fitch, big, beautiful rising channel, roll over, retest, triple top, gap down, break, falling flag, another spike down, and then a pullback. Finally, it did some kind of bounce back right to resistance there. Could not get through that line or the moving average, and then start to roll over. Take down $1.91 or 4% more. Technicals look terrible. They're at the bottom of the windows here. They look very weak. We could see a quick retest of the lows at 44, but more likely that this thing is headed in closer to 40 or worse. TRW, very key support here. You can see the down channel is in force, and it's even though and we broke this little bear flag in here, it came down and tested and bounced to the 20, now rolled over down another $1.08 or 3.4% today. But if it cracks here, we can see the stock fall into the mid-20s very quickly. MGA looking quite negative, and at this point, the failure at this trend line, which was followed by this pullback, today has moved and pierced this rising channel bottom and is testing right now these multiple lows for the last couple months right in here. So it moved down below that line, and it could happen tomorrow morning, could quickly cascade lower to test the $30 range, and below that, maybe even something in the mid-20s. Franklin Resources, BEN, I've been negative on this for a while. Look at the big wedge here that's formed. This stock also rolled over and is testing this line or about to. And any kind of failure on that one could see a run down into the mid-70s potentially eventually. This is a very quite negative looking stock. BMC, right on triple bottom. And based on the channel projections, we'd see 30 bucks here for breaks. GenProbe, GPRO, multi-month consolidation is breaking to the downside right here. Cracked yesterday, followed through today, down only 51 cents. But it does look like it's going to test this low at 54. And if that gives way, you can see how the bottom of the channel projection shows that potentially we can see mid-40s on this. And lastly, on the short side today is Waters Corp, which also appears to be breaking a key multiple month support level and rising trend line as well here. So this double support, if broken, could lead to a watershed fall that takes this down towards 60. Stay tuned on that one. Just to quickly jump over to the long side, you'll see that the ZSL Ultra Short, which I pointed out yesterday, had broken out, gapped up today, and ran to resistance. Now, if we do get through today's high, which was backed off around 15.75, we could see this thing spike up into the 18.25 range, my short-term target. Beyond that, 2021. So, EONC had a huge day today, but pulled back so far from its high, 89 cents, even though it was up 97, it gave back about half of it, and was not a good close. But it did close above resistance, although below that resistance line. Now, historically, if you take a look at this stock, you'll see that it spikes up a lot here, 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 and here, usually for a couple days, sometimes 3. So today was just this one day. We may get another follow-through couple days, so keep an eye on it and see if it opens strong tomorrow should the market turn around. Again, resistance at around today's high at 288, and then following something around 330.40 is going to be very difficult to get to. That's these quadruple tops up here. Leapfrog doing very well. I wanted to point out the nice rising channel on this. And today the reversal off the trend channel from 545 to 583 and closed right on the high for the day. Still looking for higher levels. Look for 6 3/4. NCTY today popped out of a nice little bull pennant and jumped 42 cents or 6%. Was up at one point near the high of this spike, so that's one of the reasons why I potentially backed off. But looking at the overall pattern, a beautiful head and shoulders, a spike breakout. I'm looking for a test of about 8.5 short term. The ultra short gold as well, including as well as the ZSL, had a big day today. You can see how it popped yesterday and today popped. Notice that the highs in this range were tested today, and stock didn't back off too badly. So we'll see if gold continues lower. The next projection is 22.5 thereabout for the GLL. STAA continuing strong, made another new high today, up only 16 cents, but yet in a bad market, it's showing great relative strength. And I'm still targeting 15 on that one. And ERY, another ultra short on the oil side, as oil plunged today. This one moved up to test the declining 50-day moving average. And on the declining tops line, also being tested as well. So this is a key resistance for it in this zone. We'll have to see whether it can take it out. If it does, look for a move to 15.5 3/4 next. And that's it on the long and short side for today. Some negative stuff out there, but the market is oversold enough where we may get to a point where we can have a year-end rally. Bye-bye.